This messed up thing happened a couple weeks ago. I was in Portland, couldn't sleep. It was like 3 a.m. I'd been up late working on a school project, and my stomach was growling so loud I couldn't focus anymore. Figured I'd hit up the Denny's on Powell Boulevard since it's open all night. I grabbed my keys, hopped in my car. Oh yeah, I forgot to lock my apartment door that night, which bugged me later, and drove over. I pulled into the parking lot, and it was dead quiet. The neon sign flickered, casting a weird glow on the cracked asphalt. Only one other car was there, this beat-up old sedan with a busted taillight. Weird for a Denny's, even that late. But whatever. I went inside, and it was silent. The air was thick with the smell of stale coffee and greasy food. Just one waitress, Tina, wiping down the counter, and this guy sitting in a corner booth. He had on this dirty hoodie, hood up, just staring at his coffee. Tina looked at me, gave this half smile, and said, "Sit anywhere." Her voice was shaky, like she was nervous. I picked a table by the window, figured I'd watch the empty street or something. The table was scratched up, and the seats were that fake leather stuff, all cracked and peeling. The fluorescent lights buzzed faintly, casting harsh shadows on the chipped floor tiles. Reminded me of how my old dog used to scratch up the linoleum back home. I grabbed a menu, super greasy by the way, and ordered a burger and fries. Tina nodded, scribbled it down, and walked off. She kept glancing at the kitchen door like she was waiting for something. The guy in the hoodie didn't move, just sat there, dead still. I noticed his hands were clenched tight around his mug. My food came quick. Tina dropped it off, hands all jittery, and mumbled, "Enjoy." I said thanks, but she was already heading back to the counter. I took a bite. Fries were cold, and then I heard it. This low banging from the kitchen, like someone was smacking a metal pan real slow. Bang, bang, bang. I looked up, and Tina was frozen, staring at the kitchen. The hoodie guy finally moved, just a little, tilting his head my way. I couldn't see his face, but I swear he was watching me through the shadows. The banging got louder, faster. I'm sitting there, burger halfway to my mouth, thinking, what the hell's going on? Tina whispered something to herself. I couldn't hear it, and then she bolted to the kitchen. The hoodie guy stood up, real slow, and started walking toward my table. My heart was pounding like, I don't know, I just knew something was bad. I fumbled for my phone, hands all sweaty, and then the lights flickered. Once, twice, then boom, total darkness. The restaurant plunged into pitch black. I could hear my heart thumping in my ears. I'm freaking out now, right? I turned on my phone flashlight, hands shaking so bad I almost dropped it. The beam hit the hoodie guy. He was closer, like 10 feet away, just standing there, hood still up. I couldn't see his eyes, just shadows where his face should be. Then I heard footsteps, heavy ones, coming from the kitchen. Tina came out, but she wasn't right. She had this big butcher knife in her hand, gripping it tight, and she was breathing hard, like she'd been running. Her eyes were wide, darting around the room. "Get out!" she said, voice all raspy. I didn't even think, just bolted for the door. The hoodie guy lunged at me, grabbed my sleeve, but I yanked free and ran. I heard Tina yell something, and then a loud crash, like glass breaking. I didn't look back, just sprinted to my car, got in, and peeled out. When I glanced in the rear view, the lights were back on in the Denny's, like nothing happened. I didn't sleep that night, kept hearing that banging in my head. When I got home, I locked the door and checked it twice, still shaken. I tried to sleep, but every time I closed my eyes, I saw the hoodie guy's shadowy figure and heard the kitchen noise. A few days later, I saw online that the Denny's got shut down. Something about unsafe conditions, but no details. I asked a buddy who lives nearby if he knew anything. He said Tina quit that week, just vanished. And that hoodie guy? Nobody's seen him since. I still got my jacket sleeve torn from where he grabbed me. I don't know what was up with them. Maybe they were nuts, maybe worse. I ain't going back to find out. If you're ever at a Denny's that late, man, watch yourself, okay?